Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to another Pro 1v1 match. Today we're on a map called Canyon of the Dead, and down in the bottom left we have the purple player with the GLA Toxin. This is GC Tumstep. All the way up in the top right facing him. Today we have the green player with the USA Laser. This is MeRRy, or IIL MeRRy. We're giving them the clan names. I believe this was from the round robin tournament, just one of the games. It's like a $300 round robin where everyone plays against everyone. Yeah, there's two variations of this map. There's Canyon of the Dead, which is this one, and there is Canyon Frost, which is like this one, but in my opinion better, because it's white, which means you can see units easier, and it's just more easy on the eye, I think. And I think, is it flattened in certain areas as well? Or have I just made that up? I think, yeah, the middle is more open and flat in Canyon Frost. It just plays out better, I think. Yeah. So, Tumstep coming in with his first technical. What is it? Going to be maybe a TNT or a tech RPG? So TNT hits the power. Quite nice micro, because it's not the easiest thing to do there from Tumstep in terms of actually getting your technical out alive as well. Because I think if you'd lost the technical there with the RPGs as well, you would have to question whether it was worth it or not. I suppose he has slowed him down regardless. Technicals now coming in from Tumstep. Picks off a ranger. Just doing little annoying attacks here and there, keeping MeRRy on his toes, keeping him busy. But MeRRy might decide to just push out across the map now. He might take out at least that tower. Probably would recommend getting one more V before he pushes out, I think. And maybe just a little bit more fully loaded. Oh, he's got the tow upgrade already, okay. Yeah, Tumstep gets caught a little bit against the terrain there. Lucky to only lose one technical, really. But MeRRy now pushing out across the map. Bunch of technicals here from Tumstep, actually heading towards the right side. Ranger is on the way to the oil. And the thing about this map is because those supplies are quite close together, it's quite easy-ish for the USA to defend. But the weak point is like kind of here. If the GLA gets inside of these buildings and sets up a tunnel, you can put a quad there and harass the Chinooks. But if the GLA starts messing around with that, then the risk is that the USA just says, screw this, and just pushes out straight down the middle of the map. And if you can't push there, you can push this angle and just go this way like he is doing now. And in which case, yeah, you're going to need a lot of technicals in order to counter it. But he does seem to have a lot of technicals, to be fair. But a micro here for Tumstep isn't the greatest. He was focused a lot on that V. Picks off a V and picks off the ambulance. I think he can probably just even back off now, but he seems to hang around for the fight. MeRRy hanging around for way too long here. The technicals have just cleared everything up and just reset the V count. And you're happy to do that, I think. Happy to reset your technical count in order to reset the V count, definitely. Especially when you've got a greater economy, because he's on a third supply.
Search and destroy.
Search and destroy is now in play. Another technical coming in for Tumstep. I think he is after the search and destroy, but I think he's changed target. Goes for the TNT on the Vs. That would have been really good if he could have got like 2 Vs there. But doesn't get anything in the end. But I think as long as his palace isn't on the way, ideally would like that to be a little bit more advanced. But he's got the capture upgrade. I think Tumstep playing is solid, to be honest. He's got a nice nice control of the map. He's coming in single file, though, against these Vs. He wants to take the fight. He's got a tech RPG combination and takes out one V almost instantly. The thing about the Tox RPGs is that they never miss. If they shoot at a V, they're going to hit it, no matter if the V runs away or not. And I think the projectile travels slightly faster through the air as well than the normal RPGs. But I don't think the fire rate is any quicker. I think it's the projectile fires at its target quicker, which is kind of weird when you think about it. It's like GLA Tox, it's not GLA. It's not the GLA homing missile general. It's the GLA Tox. It's like, yeah, why would the RPGs be stronger? I mean, that they are, and it's a big known part of the game now. Okay, MeRRy pushing out, trying to go from this angle again into the valley and then up the hill. Palace is now up, so Jean Michel and buggies will be out. MeRRy coming in again. This bunker, oh, it's getting combat dropped actually. That'll be kind of nice because now the Vs can really just push up to this. MeRRy does get it. Tumstep tried to close them ranges down before they could actually slide into the building. But this area has been cleared now. Buggies repop, but the Vs are trying to close the distance once again. Takes out, I think he took out one buggy, not 100% actually. But the thing is, MeRRy is only on like one supply. Okay, he's long distance collecting. He has got a ranger, and I think he's going to go and try and capture that. Maybe he could bring a dozer over and build a firebase there. Could be an option. But Tumstep is on a market. He's on... Oh, he hasn't got this oil, actually. Okay, technical coming in for Tumstep. It's going to be a TNT. Not even sure what that was. I think it was probably to try and stop this ranger. But at least now he knows where them Vs are. Because if we look at his vision, he doesn't now know where them Vs are. And they could just rock up like here with search and destroy. And it could be a problem. Buggy's coming in. Oh, getting a little bit too close to the Vs. But there is a battle bus here as well. 2 buggies taken out for free, really. Because that V survived. I think Tumstep was trying to deny this once again. Maybe MeRRy does need to expand here and maybe needs something to counter the buggies. Probably in the form of a Colonel Burton or Vanilla Raptors. But it's easy to say when he's just on like one supply. He is expanding now. Okay, Tumstep coming in with a decent load of buggies and the battle bus. It's got Jean Michel inside of the battle bus as well. 2 groups of Vs now coming in from MeRRy. I'm going to sandwich that bus, but it's a bit of a mess there because I think Vs were dying to the splash damage as well. So many Vs dead there. Look at all the dead chassis and scrap piles there of the Vs. I think this is all now going one way, and that is in Tumstep's direction for victory. Because these Vs can just get picked off all day long. What are the other options for laser? He can't make tomahawks. going to be like vanilla Raptors, Comanches, or Colonel Burton. But all of them are not that great, really, because if he just puts a battle bus with a Jean Michel inside of it and then does scans every now and again, you'll probably find the Colonel Burton as well. Or as soon as the Colonel Burton even tries to fight, it'll just get sniped by the Jarman. So that leaves you like with vanilla Raptors and Comanches, but neither of which are amazing against this composition, because the quads can just be positioned nicely to take out the Comanches and Raps before they even get anywhere near. So I think this is where, at this stage in the game, is where you see some imbalance in Zero Hour, because if the laser makes laser tanks or Avengers, it's just a sitting duck, really, because it's such a slow-moving army. They can be picked off by the buggies as well. But just all day long now, MeRRy is just going to get picked off more and more by these buggies of Tumstep. Game does continue though, and he is creeping up with the V numbers again. I think this second supply here, it's helping him out a lot. It's just a bit linear, isn't it? Just the fact that you see V's over and over again, but I'm not saying this is the wrong thing to do. It's just the way Zero Hour is, just the way Zero Hour is and design. This is like pretty much the best thing. The best thing you can do is try and get up close and personal to the buggies before they can get their shots off. That's pretty much all you can do. But when you've got areas like that, it's very difficult to do anything. Loses a V there. Yeah, I think a particle cannon, Colonel Burton. So sometimes Auroras could work, but because the projectile is slow moving through the air and is not doesn't like home in on its target. It's like free falls, then the buggies can just press X and get out of the way. But yeah, the A-10 took out that oil earlier. Yeah, Tumstep coming in with loads of buggies here. Here comes the vanilla Raptors though. I would like to see some split fire there, because I think you can split fire these, and they've got like 4 missiles and you can do 2 on each. But the battle bus shot them down as well, because remember, the missiles never miss. MeRRy now building the drop zones. Sneaky quad trying to get in. King Raptor... Oh, sorry, not King Raptor. Vanilla Raptor comes in. Weakens the battle bus. And they're focused on the battle bus, the V's are, and probably will kill it. But these buggies that are coming in again, just shredding through the V's. Vanilla Raptor comes in again. Don't really think it killed anything, to be fair. Now it does. How much of a chance do you give him though? He's got 2 drop zones against like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 markets that are bringing in money continuously, by the way. It's not like it drops off 1,650 every 2 minutes or whatever the drop zone does. But Tumstep are getting the bounty money as well, providing he's placed down the CC. A-10 coming in for MeRRy. It's one advantage that USA has. Took down a market there, almost 2. Evens things up a little bit, and he's building another drop zone in the back of the base. Thing is, at some point you have to stop building a secondary economy as the USA, because like you build that one, okay, it brings in some money, then it pays for that one, then he brings in some money, then it pays for that one. But actually, in terms of actual units on the battlefield, it's helping you win the game. Sometimes if you just solely invested in the secondary economy, it actually isn't making a difference on the battlefield. In fact, it's probably hindering you because you're spending your money on the secondary economy, which is buying more secondary economy. Do you see what I mean? So at some point, you've got to draw the line and say, okay, now I'm going to invest in units. Now it should make a material impact. Yeah, that bunker is pretty deadly. It's getting $10 for all these drones shot down. It's going to get more now for a killed V. You see what I mean? It never misses. See what I mean about them rockets? I think MeRRy's just lost the game, actually. He probably had lost the game anyway. But continually fighting this when he should be going around and doing something different. Just running into a fully loaded bunker is never going to end well in Zero Hour, no matter what the army or matchup or map. Especially a Tox one. It's not even full, it's half full. Fourth drop zone is going to be built. I suppose one thing MeRRy has achieved is pushing Tumstep back deeper and deeper onto his corner or side of the map. Definitely one thing he has achieved, because normally the Tox would be like all over the place with tunnels and stuff. Got a Vet 3 Vanilla Raptor. Wow, that's nice. Yeah, Vanilla Raptors seem the way. It's always making the Tox scared now, because each of them buggies do cost $1,000, I think, for Tox, or 1,100. So yeah, otherwise he would probably be happy just to push out across the map with buggies, but when there's air superiority, it makes him more hesitant. But these two battle buses are going to come in, and they might be able to close down the airfield. The Raptors are on the battle bus. There's hull mode one of them. Both of them almost went down. But this is going to kill all the drop zones probably. And have they even made a profit? That's the question. A little bit of self-damage to the battle bus here. Does he keep going, or does he suicide here just to kill that drop zone? Keeps going for the time being. He could force fire the ground now to try and get the strat. Overall, that's worth it, because not only did he kill, I think, both Raptors, he's killed 2 drop zones there as well. And he's killed the airfield, and the buggy's now coming in. Now they've got free range to see. Now the airfield is down. That was a really nice play for there from Tumstep, to be fair. Maybe could have timed it a little bit better, so when the Raps landed, then the buses sprung on him, and you would have got 2 battle buses in the back. But overall, I'd say he's ahead. He's got army advantage. MeRRy's actually building a particle now. Okay, A10 takes out another market. Yeah, I suppose that's one big advantage MeRRy has. He can pick off the markets freely. Tumstep seems to have stopped the black market production. It's got like 6-ish. It's actually turned out to be a pretty good game. Just MeRRy's compact little base is kind of cute. It's literally all on one screen there. That's it. But he's definitely making Tumstep work for this. Don't think that tunnel's going to be allowed to finish, but the buggies are getting free kills. Oh, almost. Yep. Yeah, MeRRy's definitely putting in a great performance here as the laser. Remaking a drop zone. Don't think he's built any defense all game. Has he built any fire bases or laser patriots? Don't think he has. It's just all been on V's, the search and destroy, and then later into the drop zones. Particle is now up, so I suppose that puts the pressure more so on Tumstep to do something. Because if he takes a few particles, wipes out a secondary eco, then I'd say MeRRy's at an advantage. But will MeRRy be able to fire it? Need a Jean Mankel here, ideally, to snipe that. Quads are coming across. Take out the missile defender. I need to pay attention now. Is Tumstep getting the... Oh, yeah, he is getting the bounty money, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's getting the bounty money. Wonder if he's getting the correct level of bounty money, though. Because sometimes you can be like level 3. I have the level 3 bounty. But not have replaced your CC and then cancelled it. You have to cancel it again. But this strategy, I think, popularized by Fargo, putting Jarman in a battle bus, is clearing up everything. You can just go around, clear up all the infantry, and without any airfield, these buggies are wrecking everything. So I don't know if MeRRy's going to be able to fire that particle, and no, he doesn't. It's a real shame, actually. I feel a little bit for MeRRy there, because he put in a real good performance. I just think it just becomes slightly imbalanced, or quite a lot imbalanced, when the laser doesn't have any long range. And the buggies can just pick off everything all day long, and the Tox bus even kills the Raptors when they come in. If you went Comanches, that would probably go even worse. Maybe MeRRy could have started the Raptors a little bit sooner, and maybe he could have protected against them battle busters a little bit better. Maybe if he just had a few MDs there ready by his airfield to laser lock any battle busters that come in, maybe he could have saved his drop zones and maybe could have won. Yeah, I just think I think as the USA laser or USA regular, I think you're up against it there as the Tox is a really strong army overall. So yeah, GG, well played. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. If you'd like to support the channel whilst also protecting yourself online, consider getting NordVPN using my link in the description. It will hide your IP when playing Zero Hour online, either through Avora or Game Ranger, and you won't lose any internet speed. So use my link in the description for a massive discount and a 30-day money-back guarantee.